Next morning, we meet Jan again, this time in the ERC helicopter. The chap is ready to get on board for a flight over the gravel stages of Leg 2, and Jan will be commentating the action. This is what's lying ahead. 3 stages, all run twice, and on gravel. That's not the camera we're using, by the way.
Hello EP, how are you?
And what is the difficulty driving on dirt like this? What's the main difficulty?
I have to say, stay on the road. No, okay, you have to try to find the cleanest way and always stay in the lines, because in the lines you have the most grip. So, and as I said, the first car has a quite huge disadvantage because there is only loose gravel on top, and with every car it's a bit cleaning all the time, and it's getting better and better. Okay, then there is some small risk that some big rocks or stones can come out from the ruts, but still the grip is much better in the back than in the front. It seems that he's pushing quite much.
Incidentally, we're watching Lappy, and it is Eric Vessier, the Heli Cine Flex operator, talking to Jan.
Very nice, and I did this rally in 2006 and 2007. And I have to say that this year it's much better. It's not so rough. I have to say that the organization people, they did a really great job, and they fixed the road quite much.
Well, that was Kato. Next up, Bouffier to get the watchful eye of Kopetsky.
What are the characteristics of a Citroën, you know?
But of course, you know, this car belongs to like the new generation of new cars. And we saw previous car was R5 from Ford, and quite soon we will see the R5 from Peugeot on this stage. So hopefully the Skoda is coming quite soon also with a new R5 car. It's nice also that you can hear the noise from the exhaust also in the helicopter.
And next up for the treatment, Craig Breen.
And what about this Peugeot?
Okay, it's a new, brand new car, so but it looks nice, and they show that they have a really great speed yesterday on the tarmac stages. So let's see today on gravel if they can have the same speed as on tarmac. But I have to say it's really interesting, this new category of R5, because it's turbo engine car, it has more torque, so I have to say that it will be also spectacular, more spectacular for spectators, because you can slide more with the car, and the slides, this is what the spectators like.
So there you have it, Kopetsky from on high, looking down on the machines of today. We'll take a break, back with more in a moment. Welcome back to the Acropolis 2014. Lappy has not been able to close the gap on the turbo cars ahead of him, and to make things worse, Essa has a puncture on the stage end. After sliding too wide in a right-hand corner, that's when he got it. Skoda star, 4th in the standings, about a minute off the podium positions. No luck on 8 for Vasily Grashin either. Russian youngster competing with a Latvian licence suffers a puncture, as did Lappy, and has to change the wheel, dropping to 8th overall. Lappy gone by, so Grashin has to cope now with dust as well. More drama on the 8th stage. Kato still fighting with Bouffier for 2nd overall, but feels that his power steering is gone.
Okay.
Well, a bit of time. Resetting the computer is what it was. That was the call. After the reset, all systems are go once more, but Kato has lost about 10 seconds. Bouffier didn't perform well on stage 7, losing about 11 seconds over Kato, but with Kato's power steering glitch on 8, Bouffier takes back second overall once more. Kato did 12:10.2 on stage 9, now waiting for Bouffier's time. 12:12.6. Brian 2.4 slower and drops to third again, 0.4 seconds behind Kato. What a battle. That's how they stack up. Breen dominant for now, 14.1 seconds ahead of Kato. Kajetanovic with Bouffier in third. Well, with a switch to tarmac and to gravel, or from tarmac to gravel, tyres needed to cope are different. Bouffier explains. Big difference between the two kinds. The tarmac tyre doesn't have a lot of tread pattern. There are only 2 grooves to counter aquaplaning. The gravel tyre has much more of a threaded pattern, and the surface is much more slippery. The tyre moves a bit to generate more grip. The gravel tyre is smaller than the tarmac tyre as well, to generate more lateral grip. And the gravel tyre is reinforced, and the sidewalls of the tyre are thicker as well to drive the big stones without having a puncture. The tarmac tyre can move a little bit. It has a bit more flexible sides in order to gain some grip. And on the tarmac, we have 4 Michelin compounds: Super Soft R11, R21 and 31, ranging from super soft to hard compound. And according to the surface and in case of rain, cold or hot weather, that kind of thing. On the gravel, we have 2 compounds for this weekend, S1 and H1. H1 is recommended for the rally, and there's a lot of stones, but if it starts raining, the S1 is more suited. Got it? Good. Lot of choice, basically. Heading for the first stage of the second loop, stage 11. Well, at the start of the afternoon loop, Kato is still in a close fight with Bouffier for second overall, but on stage 11, surprisingly, Kato decides to stop the battle. Kato's time, 11:47.3 by the end. So, did he lose much time? Will it be fine after all? Let's see. Decided it wouldn't be too smart to try and beat drivers who are more experienced than me at the moment, he says. Well, during leg 1, Bouffier running behind Kajetanovic on the stage, and the Citroen Star was 0.3 seconds ahead of Kato at the start of this particular one. So Kato did 11:47.3 on stage 11, and he said he'd basically given up the fight. Bouffier's time, 11:36.4, or 10.9 seconds faster than Kato. Overall, Bouffier is now 11.2 seconds ahead of Kajetanovic.
Did Kaito get some troubles?
Well, he's saying not, but I don't believe him.
So it's okay. If he hasn't got any problems, it's a good time for us.
There we are. At the end, Grashin takes 6 overall, 5th place for Megalesh. 4th is Lapi, who loses the lead in the championship. Kato finishes on the podium with 3rd place. Did he do the team thing, or was he just feeling the pressure and decided just to ease off ever so slightly? Megalesh absolutely flying. It's good that his program is on the up. Lapi, yes, losing the lead in the championship courtesy of this result. 4th place for him. And still those eternal questions about Kajetanovic. Wise? Who knows? So, heading for the final stage, 13. Unlucky for some. Not been a perfect drive by Brian Bouffier and Xavier Pansieri, but still Bouffier takes a podium from Greece. So he's had his moments. Well, yeah, a few mistakes during the weekend, and they count right now, but that's racing. Back on stage now with Craig Breen. Victory so close now. Started the stage with a gap of 16.5 seconds over Bouffier. Should be enough shortly. Diving into the water splashes with the Peugeot, but the last water splash almost killed the engine. Craig losing time, trying not to push the engine anymore.
We have no time for him yet. There's no time on the board.
Win or lose. Wow. Close.
I'm over the moon. You know, debut in the car, you know, such a traditional event as the Acropolis Rally, and to have won it my first event. It's the first international event I've ever won, so I'm just speechless at the moment, and I'm happy for the man above. That's the most important thing.
How big a day is this in Craig Breen's career?
The biggest day so far.
Dedicating his victory, of course, to Gareth Roberts. Fabulous performance. Breen, well, he did lose some time, but had enough in the bag already. Fine performance, certainly, by him, and indeed his 208 T16. Fabulous. Bart Scott as well, taking a lot of the credit. What a way to celebrate the debut of the Peugeot 208 T16 in the ERC, and what a day for Craig Breen, dedicating his victory to his former co-driver Gareth Roberts, who died in a crash, of course, on the Targa Florio in 2012. And the winner, it seems, takes it all. Top of the victory, Breen receives the Colin McRae Flat-Out Trophy. Furthermore, he's taken the lead in the championship and leads in the Asphalt Masters and the Gravel Masters standings as well. He's a happy boy. Not sure about JP's beard. So the man who had number 2 on the side turns it into number 1, very much so. Well, that's all from the Rally of the Gods. Next ERC round is the Circuit of Ireland in 3 weeks' time. Look forward to your company here on Eurosport right there. From me, Carson Kirby, for now. Bye-bye.